to the side and back. My name is Toki Uzuru, also known as Toki, and in today's video we're going to be doing a retake of a product review video that I tried to do 2 months ago and failed. But before we get into the actual video, I have to do a few housekeeping things. Number 1, like, share, subscribe if you feel like it, and comment below any type of questions, comments, concerns, or ideas for future videos that you have. Now it's time for me to talk about the second half of this housekeeping thing. I am not sponsored by any of the companies or products from companies that I speak about in this video. This video is not sponsored at all. And now that all of that is done, we can get into the actual video. About 2 months ago, I did a product review, but also pointed out the fact that I could have completely failed the product review because of so many different things that I actually talked about in the video. So if you want all of the details there, you can go ahead and watch that video right there. I will summarize the video before I get into the actual product review. So about a week before I decided to take the Customized your shampoo and conditioner quiz, I bleached my hair twice and colored it blue. What I didn't realize was that most of the ends that were bleached before that, like a year before that, got damaged when I bleached my hair this time around. Damaged beyond repair. After a few weeks, few as in like maybe 3 or 4, of my hair not getting any better and dealing with hairballs the size of my palm, I decided that cutting my hair was going to be the best option. And so the day after I came to that conclusion and wrote down that I came to that conclusion, I cut my hair relatively short. In that video, I specifically stated that it wasn't the products that I was using, but the fact that human error before I start using the products was the reason on why that product review failed, and why I felt like I needed to give it another chance because I was the problem. So here's that second chance. The better thing about being able to redo this video is just the fact that in the previous video where I wanted to do a product review of the Function of Beauty shampoo and conditioner, I did not have the pamphlet. I ended up finding the pamphlet recently, so we got the pamphlet. We also have the stickers. Okay, before we get into the stickers, I do want to point out that you can find customizable shampoo and conditioner from Function of Beauty in Target. You can find the base depending on the type of curl, the type of pattern your hair is, or curl pattern your hair is. And then you can find the little hair gold pods that you can add in so you can customize the shampoo and conditioner base. You can find all of that in Target, now at least. But I'll end up getting more into that later on in the video. So what I'm saying is I ordered it online after taking the Customized your shampoo and conditioner quiz. Not only do you end up getting the products, I got the 16-ounce shampoo and conditioner. You end up getting the little pumps that supposed to go onto the bottle. You get a little informational pamphlet that can tell you how you can properly use the products. It also gives you what they put into the shampoo and conditioner, and then you can do research based off of all of that. That's very helpful. But not only that, you end up getting stickers. Some people might actually find this childish, but if a company is giving me stickers along with my products, that's already a +1 in my book. So now I have stickers and I can do whatever I want. I'm also very fearful of putting the stickers onto the bottles because I know I'm not going to be able to keep the bottles anyway. Getting off of the sticker high that I am on, we can talk more about my hair profile and the goals that I chose when I took the quiz. So the hair profile that I chose specifically was that my hair pattern was curly, coily actually. My individual hair strands are fine, and my scalp is relatively dry. And I decided in this video that I was going to take out the braids that I have my hair in, the plaits that I have my hair in right now, as I talk about more stuff on the product and how I felt about it. So that's what we're doing. Again, this is completely not sponsored, but I'm using coconut and shea oil to help take out my hair. So let's talk about the hair goals that I chose. I chose the specific hair goals that I did for this formula because I had just recently bleached and dyed my hair. Alright, so the goals that I specifically chose was color protection, strengthen, lengthen, replenish hair, and soothe scalp. This formula, to say the absolute least, was more protein based, more focused on putting strengthening my hair and putting the proteins that have either been broken down or taken out of my hair due to me bleaching it. So while I was dealing with trying to figure out what I personally did wrong the first time, I hadn't thought about putting any type of moisturizing thing into the shampoo and conditioner. So of course my hair would end up being dry. So now that we have all of the goals and my personal hair profile specified, it's time to actually get into how I was going to tell whether it worked and whether it was worth it or not. So what I wanted to do was test it on the claims that it made. So the claims that I had to test it on were whether it was actually able to keep my color vibrant, whether it promoted healthy hair and scalp while replenishing and strengthening my hair strands, and whether it moisturized and energized to relieve discomfort while also reducing buildup. So, did it do as it said it would? Yes and no. I also guess that there's 2 yeses and only 1 no here. The only thing that it claimed that I didn't get to see happen was it keeping my color vibrant. But I'm not too sure if that was because of how often I was washing my hair or the color that I specifically used. However, I can say that it did everything else that it said it was going to do. So now I get to talk about how I know it did, like how I came to this conclusion, which is going to take a lot of even more information. So we'll first start off with what I would do every time I came to needing to wash my hair. So I will wash my hair about every week, and usually it would be on a Friday. So I would take my hair out of the braids if I haven't already for that week and get myself ready to go take a shower and wash my hair. Now the instructions specifically told me to shampoo twice, and I would actually shampoo my hair in 2 sections, to make it a lot easier. So about 3 pumps the first time I would shampoo, and that's for each side, and at least maybe 1 pump on the second time. But then we would end up getting onto conditioning my hair, in which the instructions stated for me to put the conditioner in my hair and let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes. Then comb it thoroughly with a wide tooth comb to make sure that it's coated evenly, which I did something around there. I will work in two separate sections, about maybe 4 to 5 pumps on both sides. It's either 3 to 4 or 4 to 5. Yeah, even though I do have thin strands, I have a decent amount of fine strands. And what I would actually end up doing is, as soon as I'm comfortable with how saturated my hair is with the conditioner, I will go ahead and comb it through with a wet brush. Then once all of that is rinsed out, I go through the rest of my shower. I get out. I actually use a t-shirt. Hold on. Typically, I would grab a t-shirt that I can't wear anymore for, I don't know, reasons. And it would usually be a 100% cotton t-shirt, and I would wrap my hair up in it. And all of that would take about an hour, I think. Then once I get back into my room, it is time for me to deep condition. So when I was first deep conditioning my hair, after cutting it, I was using this, the Shea Moisture Raw Shea Butter Deep Treatment Mask with sea kelp and argan oil, which is supposed to heal, grow, and strengthen dry, damaged hair. But of course, after a few times of doing that, I decided that I was going to mix things up and make it even more moisturizing for my hair. I would start with this, the Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthen and Restore Treatment Mask with shea butter, peppermint, and apple cider vinegar. It is supposed to nourish and renew natural, chemically processed, or heat-styled hair. And it is also supposed to be color safe. Now, along with that, and again because moisturization, I also added in some of the Shea Moisture 100% Virgin Coconut Oil Daily Hydration Conditioner with coconut milk and acacia senegal. This! It's supposed to rehydrate and soften all hair types. It is also supposed to be sulfate free and color safe. So I would have my hair deep conditioned for a few hours using a plastic bag and a hat to trap in the heat while I went about the rest of my day, which again would take a few hours. Then, once I'm able to put all of my focus back on dealing with my hair, I would take out, I guess, the twist that I have in my hair in at that moment, and rinse out my hair with lukewarm water. Again, grab another t-shirt towel, and then get to oiling my scalp and not styling, but putting my hair back into the braids. Specifically, I would end up using the Aussie Miracle Curls Leave-In Detangling Milk with coconut and Australian jojoba oil, and then the Aussie Miracle Curls Curl Defining Oil, again with coconut and Australian jojoba oil. This to help with detangling, if I ever do so. Typically I finger detangle because I tend to forget that I have a comb right next to me. and this to seal it in. Then once I'm finished with braiding my hair up and out of my way, which usually takes about 1.5 to 2 hours, depending on whether I'm actually focusing. Once all that is done, I will end up putting my braids under a satin bonnet and just allow my hair to do whatever it does. I feel like that was the best hair routine for me as I was trying to get my hair back into some sort of normalcy. So I talked about the products that I used, the technique that the hair routine that I put myself on. Now I'm about to finish taking out my hair before I get on to other things. Okay, so I'm coming back because I just had to think about the fading color thing. Specifically, when I stated that it wasn't keeping my color vibrant, I'm saying that my color didn't stay for long. But again, I'm not sure on whether that was because of the fact that I was washing my hair too frequently for the hair color that I used, or whether it was actually just the product not doing what it said it would do. It may look like the color hasn't faded at all, but that's solely because of the fact that I added the rest of the color that I had for it into my latest deep conditioning mixture. So the only reason why my hair seems this blue is actually because I kept on adding the color back in after I would wash my hair. Before I cut my hair, and about a few weeks before I cut my hair actually, I measured how long my hair was at that moment. And on average, for my entire head, it was about 11.5 inches. Now last week, before I went to go wash my hair, I measured my hair's length again. And I ended up getting an average of about 8 to 8.5 inches. But because of the fact that I did cut my hair, I knew that it was probably gonna end up being shorter than the original hair length. So instead, I decided to also measure my roots. And that came around to about 2.5 inches all around. After cutting my hair was 6 inches all around, which actually means that I did indeed cut off 5 inches. And instead of having hairballs that are the size of my palm, these are about the size of the hairballs that I have now. So now the question is, did it work and was it worth it? For the most part, yes, it did work, and I believe it was absolutely worth it. I will say this entire experiment has reminded me of all the things that I used to do, like shampooing my hair twice and also deep conditioning it under my own body heat. Will I get it again? Yes. The customization I love. Then there's the information packet that tells you exactly what you ordered and how to best use the products that you bought for your specific hair profile. And then it also gives you all of the ingredients that went into this specific formula that was chosen based off of your hair profile and your hair goals. However, I do believe I would end up getting it from Target instead. So to wrap this entire video up in a bow, I actually like this experiment. It was a decent learning experience for me. The product actually lasted a lot longer than I thought it would. It has been 4 months overall since I bought the product, since I got the product and started using it. And at least the shampoo is slightly more than halfway gone. And that's only because I learned that most of the protein stuff was actually in the conditioner and not in the shampoo. So I decided to use the shampoo and then use the Shea Moisture Daily Hydration Conditioner. But I got everything out, everything done. My hair is now up into 2 ponytails. This does not mean I will start showing my hair on camera again. This is just so you can see what's happening. So now that I've just finished all of that, it is now time for me to get into the stereotypical YouTuber outro, where I, as a stereotypical YouTuber, would ask you to do the following. Here, I got coffee to help me with this one. If you did like this video, and I'm probably not gonna like having to edit it, you can go ahead and press the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, or any of my other videos that talk about paranormal, mystical, magical, mysterious, and anything else that happens to deal with the nature-based spiritual path, otherwise known as witchcraft. I know this seemed more of a one-off video. But if you like those type of videos, you can go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And you can hit the notification bell if you want to be notified of when I post, just so you are here whenever I post a video. Any type of questions, comments, concerns, whether that be about the product that I was reviewing into this video, or like my hair specifically, or ideas for future videos, maybe products that I could go ahead and also try out, you can put all of that into the comment section below. And with that being said, let me put down the cup. I've been your host, Toki Uzuru, aka Toki, and this is Toki saying Toki out.